open, let the light come through.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be preparing pepper soup. We'll start with the pepper soup. So these are tomatoes, our onions, pepper, garlic, and then ginger. We are going to blend it. Yes, we are not going to cook it before. We are going to just blend it straight away. So we have it in our blender now. Yes, you add a little bit of water, not too much. We still want it to be a bit like a paste form. Yes, so you blend it as much as you want your pepper soup to be smooth, with no seeds, anything. You just blend it as long as you want. So we are blending it now. Yeah, we are done blending. This is my chicken. This is guinea fowl. It is smoked guinea fowl. I'm going to be making that with I'm going to be using that to make okro. And the name is ayoyo. And in what's the name? I don't know. Nigerians have a different way of calling it. Ademe. We call it ademe as well. So you add it to the okra. So let's start with our pepper soup first. We pour the oil, and then we go ahead to add our onions, and you let it fry it just a little bit. Let it fry. The oil is just a little bit, you see. Yes, I want to add my salt and then my fish seasoning to the fish and leave it for a while. When the stew or the stew is ready, I'll put it back in. So this is me just rub your hands as much as you can on it to make sure the pepper and the salt and then the spices enter very, very, very well. Guys, I've not told you guys. I said I would gist you guys, but you at the right time I'll tell you. And people, it's not easy. It's not easy to shoot a video, to edit a video. It is not easy. So let's appreciate the people who make this kind of videos. It's really not easy at all. So now our oil is well fried. We'll go ahead to add our pepper mix, the pepper that we blended, the pepper, tomatoes, and onions here. Add it to it. Make sure everything is in there: pepper, onions, garlic, ginger. You stir it a little bit. Yes. What was I even saying before? I said it's not easy to shoot a video, to make a video. But we are not giving up. We are up for a challenge. Yes, I hope you guys will enjoy. So please subscribe, click the notification button, put the bell on. Yes. Is that not it? That is it now. Okay, so our sauce has been frying for a while now. I came to stir. I'm stirring it a little bit so that it doesn't burn. We have also started boiling our okra. So we've added our water. I usually use cold water. It makes it more slimy, it comes out more. So I prefer cold water from the onset. Yes, so here I'm beating it a little bit so I get it drooling like that. Yes, that's how I like it. Just a little, not too much. And if you notice, my okra has a bit of oil and a bit of water. Yes, a bit of water. It's not like other people's own. Yes, so I beat it for a while. Ah, I beat it. Oh, I beat the living day out of this thing. So yeah, as my tomato is on fire, I go ahead to add my ademe ayoyo. Yes, I add it up. I when immediately the okra boils a little bit, I just put in the ademe. I don't let my okra cook for too long, because at the end of the day, when you put it in the sauce, you have to cook it a little bit more. You see, it looks like it's overcooked, and I don't like it that way. I still like to see the green in there. Yeah, so I beat it a while, leave it for it to boil for a while, and then say ehuru kakra. This is this ademe my mom makes it very well, very deliciously. So I learned it from her, and my husband loves it now. So our tomato mix is fried well. It has been frying. Yes, I can see that the water. If you can notice, the water is just coming out. It's looking more like stew. It's not totally cooked, but then the water drains out a little bit. You see, I don't know why we do this, but for me, my mom used to do this with fresh fish, tilapia. It comes out well. You can use it with any form of fish. It comes out very delicious. I don't know. I don't know where they got this method from. Usually we boil the tomatoes, pepper and everything before, but this time around is different. Okay, so it's frying a little bit. We'll go ahead to put in our chopped okra. Not chopped like this one. This one with the ayoyo. The fire is off. I've put the fire on under the okra now, so it's okay. I don't overcook it. Like I said, I don't let it cook too much. It boils and then I feel it's okay. I know it's okay. So yeah, I'm going ahead to put in my okra. I like okra in my pepper soup. Yes, I can eat it with akle. I like the okra, just mash it and then eat it, I like it in there. So you put in your, I don't know why, but my mother always put in the okra at this point before putting in the fish. Okay, so this is the pepper and tomatoes for making the okra. Yes. Sorry, this video is basa basa nyama nyama. You get used to it. Okay. So we left that. We came to attend to this our pepper soup. Yes. Now you can go ahead to put in your fish. I'm using red fish. We call it red fish here. Some people say red snapper. I don't know if it's red snapper. It's the sister of red snapper. I don't know fish. My husband does well with this. So I put it in and I leave it for a while to boil. All this while, it was seasoned. The fish was seasoned a little bit. We put salt and fish seasoning and left it for a while before you put it into the stew. Now you leave it to boil a little bit, then you go ahead to add your water. This is our pepper mix for our okra. I used only one okra. I used only one tomatoes and then some. The pepper is to your taste. If you want it very spicy, you put in more. If you want it mild, you put in just the quantity you usually use for your meals, but you make sure that the tomato is just a little bit. So I used one small tomato here. So our pepper soup is boiling now. If you can see, I'm putting in some seasoning cube. This is not chicken flavor. This is just the shrimp flavor, seafood. I don't know. I'm very particular about the type of shrimp I use for my meal. I don't just take any shrimp. So this is any cube. So we have our red oil, we put in our onion, it's frying, and we added our fish, that smelly fish, we call it momone. Yeah, so you now go ahead to put in your tomatoes and pepper. There's no onion. In fact, this is the only onion you use in this soup. You just chop it to fry the oil and that is it. And then you put in your pepper mix. Let it boil just a little bit. It doesn't have to cook so much. Just let it boil a little bit. And you prepare your protein to put it back in. You see, so we leave it to boil just a little bit, like 5 minutes. Here I'm putting in garden egg. People call it, some people call it eggplant. Yes. I like to have okra and garden egg in it. So I'm going to leave it to boil for a while. Now we are putting in some mackerel and salmon. I don't know, they call it mackerel. We call it salmon. And then that round fish, I don't know what the name of the round fish is, but any protein of your choice, any fish of your choice you would like to. I like to use smoked fish instead of fresh fish for this type of soup. It tastes better. It really tastes better. I tried the other time with a fried fish, and it's it didn't come out as good as this. It was nice, but not just there yet. So here I went ahead to add my seasoning cube. So my seasoning cube, I added it. I still used the shrimp flavor. I didn't use the chicken or the crevettes is shrimp, right? Yes. So from the beginning of our video, you noticed I was boiling. I steamed some turkey, smoked turkey. Yes. My mom taught me to put in my fish first before, if I want to add meat, I go ahead to. So I always put in the fish first, then I go in to add either meat or chicken or whatever. So this, we have the chicken in there. This is the water from the tomatoes and pepper. Okay, so you add water. At this point, I wanted to add a little bit more water. So you add the water, a little bit of water, stir it a little bit. Don't stir it too much because of your fish. You don't want your fish breaking anyhow. Just a little bit, just to mix the seasoning, and then you add salt. Yes, be careful with your salt because your what is the name, guinea fowl stock is in there, and that has salt already, and then seasoning, chicken seasoning, I think. So just be careful so you don't use too much salt. You can go ahead with just a little bit, and along the line, when you taste, you think you need more, you add more. At this point, you cover it to boil, and as you can see, it's been boiling for a while, not too long, like I think how many minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because your fish is just soft enough. Your guinea fowl was already boiled, so it's a fast meal. 10 minutes. You realize you just use your eyes to gauge the water. Make sure that water doesn't go down too much. You still need it, depending on how you like it, Jari. Me, I like it with, I like the water to just be enough on it. I don't like my ademe looking too tough like that. No, I don't like it. I don't know how to say it too. Who should let me know how to say it? It's looking strong, like there's no liquid, there's no water. I like it's soup, so I wanted to draw with a bit of water so you can still drink it. Yeah, so here we have it. You let this boil for a while. The longest I can say is 5 minutes, yes. So this, I'm tasting to know whether the salt is enough. And I think the salt was not enough, so I added more. I like salt. I added just a little bit to it. And what do you think, guys? How does this thing look like to you? How does it look? Okay. Let it boil just a little bit, just 5 minutes. Do not cover it, just leave it to simmer. They call it simmer. Simmer a little bit. Oh, goodness. Just let it simmer a little bit. Yes. And then you turn your fire off. Yes, you see, you turn it off. You know, okra, you leave it there, go and come back. It's cooked even without fire because there's still heat in it, still heat in there. So also you look, see how it looks now. The fire has been off for some few minutes, and you see it's still green and it's still drooling. You know, there's a balance, and you can have this with. This is plakali you are seeing. This is Ivorian meal. I'll show you how to make it. We make it with just cassava dough. Yes, you can have it with akple. I don't like it with banku, but you can try with banku. You can try with eba. So it has been served. Pardon me, I thought I was videoing a lot of things. I lost some footage. So this is what I found to show you. So this is it. I'll play Kali and then Ayoyo. My husband loves it. He really loves it when I make it. So bon appetit. So this is goat meat. Yes, I steamed it for a while. Guys, I'm still working on getting good videos for you guys. I know this is not detailed enough, but yeah, so I steamed my goat meat for a while with just some onions, garlic, and ginger. Then I went ahead to put in my oil. I had my vegetables chopped. Goodness me. The vegetables is just green pepper, spring onion, cabbage, tomatoes, and onions. And you chop them, and carrots, yes. You see it? You put your oil, you go ahead to put your, what is the name? Tomato paste. Then, this is one shot. I just wanted to add it so you guys see it. This food, I don't know if it's jollof, if it's jollof sister, if it's jollof uncle. I don't know. I just came across, I said, let me just try this. So I tried it and it was delicious, honestly. So you just put everything straight ahead. You put your tomato paste first and put your goat meat. You let it simmer just a little bit. And you go ahead to put in all the vegetables at once. Everything goes in at once. You can chop it the way you like it. I wanted it a bit chunky, not too small. So you put it in there and leave it to simmer just a little bit more. Not too much, oh. Maybe just 5 minutes. Stir it. As you can see, it has simmered for a while. I didn't put in too much oil. I didn't think it was necessary. So this is it. Carrot, tomatoes, everything vegetable in there. Now go ahead to pour your water. This is the stock, the goat stock and water. Just a little bit first. I used hot water. I didn't have time to sit and wait for cold water to boil, so I just went ahead with hot water, as you can see from the kettle. Yes. And you go ahead to put in your seasoning cube, your salt, taste it the way when you make soup or stew you want it to taste. Yes, you have that. And if you can notice, it's already boiling. Yes, this is economics. I didn't have time to waste at all. I was in a hurry. My kids were hungry. I just got back, so I wanted to make this quickly. So, sorry. This is a Maggie cube. Yes, this is crevet. Yeah, this is my crevet. This is crevet. Stir it a little bit more. At this point, I think it's okay. You can go in to add your rice. You see? I'm going to add your rice. Because I used hot water, it's already hot, so it has started simmering. It is simmering. Oh, goodness me. So, as you can see, I'm putting in my salt. I love tasty. They call this riz gras in Cote d'Ivoire. I don't know if in other French-speaking countries they do so. This is how my husband called. They call it riz gras. Riz gras is like jollof rice or fried rice. I think jollof rice. Just anyhow food. This is anyhow food. Anyhow, my husband doesn't like tomato paste, so when I use it for something and I have a little bit, I make food with for just me and the kids. Sorry, I left it on for a while to boil a little bit. Go ahead to put in your rice. I wash the rice before putting it in there. So you wash it 3 times. You wash it 3 times and then you put it into your stock. Your soup, whatever it is, I don't know. You make it the way you make jollof rice. Add a little bit of rice. I just thought the water was too much. I don't like soggy rice. I want my rice a bit soft, a bit hard, just medium texture, just medium feel. So, and there you have it. We already put in our seasoning cube and salt, so it's tasting fine. You just have to leave it for the heat to cook it. And voila, our food is ready. So we've come to the end of this video actually, because I didn't have more footage. You let it cook like the way you cook your jollof and it's ready. Like, subscribe, and share.